He started it. He was like, "So how's your mom's boyfriend?" He was asking all these questions about him.
He was what now? You got food all in your mouth. I can't hear you. So he was asking you, he said, "How's your mom's boyfriend?"
Mm-hmm.
And you said what?
I said, "What boyfriend?" And he's like,
Yeah, but Brandon, talk to me, honey. So what did that make you? I mean, you felt like you needed to tell him that, or did Daddy ask you questions?
He just asked me all these questions and everything.
Oh, how did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable. And I told him I felt uncomfortable, but he's like, "No, I'm not making you uncomfortable."
You did tell him that?
I said to him, "Daddy, you're making me uncomfortable by asking me all these questions about Ryan." And he's like, "No, I'm not making you uncomfortable." And he's done that to me before.
He's done it to you before?
This is the second time doing it to me.
Oh. So when you said it's making me uncomfortable, he just kept on asking you questions?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get it for you. Well, how did it go into talking about, I mean, did he ask you questions like, does Ryan, is he nice to you, or is he mean to you, or anything like that?
Is he nice? Is he mean? Is he ever spanked you? Has he ever grounded you? Has he ever hit you? Has he ever hurt your mom? Has he ever hurt you? Do you see bruises on your mom's body? Do you see bruises on your body? Do you have any bruises? Do you have any scratches on your body? Has he ever taken you out? Has he ever picked you up? Has he ever took you somewhere alone with just you and him? And has Ryan and your mom ever been like alone with each other and you felt uncomfortable and all this other stuff that made me uncomfortable?
Oh. Did you tell him, I mean, what brought up the whole thing about Ryan, like?
He just asked, the first question he asked me was, "So, Brandon, how's your mom's boyfriend?"
Right. But I'm saying, was it his idea or your idea to go talk to the counselor?
It was his idea. He just started talking, and the only thing I said was, "Dad, do you want to meet Miss Sylvie?"
Mm-hmm.
And when if he was gonna meet him, I thought it was just gonna be, "Hi, I'm Brandon's dad."
Right.
Bye. But then Miss Sylvie said, "Why don't you just come to my office?" And they just started talking.
Oh. And then they brought you back in? Do you think that if Daddy hadn't asked you any of those questions that you would have felt like talking to him as much about Ryan?
No. Well, it's just like getting to me though, because he kept on asking. I'm like, "Daddy, you're making me uncomfortable about all these questions about Ryan." He's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not making you uncomfortable."
But you were saying, "Yes, you are."
Yeah, I'm like, "Yes, you are, Daddy." He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yes, you are." And he's like, "No, I'm not." And I'm like thinking in my head, "Dude, you don't know what I feel."
Right. Dude.
You're not Raylan, are you? No, you're Hector.
Did you
Jr.
I mean, did you tell him that anything nice that, I mean, like, did he ask you if Ryan does anything good for you? He just asked you about bad stuff? Mm-hmm. And what'd you tell your daddy?
Well, when he asked me, "Is there any bruises on," I asked him a question. I said, "If Mommy ever got hurt by Ryan, would you go up there?" And he's like, "Yeah." And said, "Mommy," and he said, "Yeah."
Oh, well, that's nice.
"Do you still care about Mommy?" And he's like, "Baby girl, I still absolutely care for your mom, and I care about her health and her life, but we're just not going to be together, and we don't really talk that much, but we still both care for each other that very much."
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's good. I was just wondering what made your dad feel like he needed to,
I don't know, he just pulled out his phone. He just, like, right when we got in the car, he said it, and there was a whole conversation all the way to school.
Oh, Lord, that's a long drive.
Yeah, a long talk.
Yeah, a long talk and a long drive. And you kept saying that?
And he recorded the whole thing.
Oh. Well. Well, I can understand. I mean, if your dad thinks that you're, you know, if you said something to him that made him worry about your safety over here, then, you know, I can understand that. But I know that you have fun with Brian when you guys go and do stuff. I mean, right? Like when he took you to Golden Corral, took you shopping and all that stuff? No? You didn't like going shopping? You don't like it when he brings you candy home from the gas station all the time? You want to go lay down? All right, baby girl.